the people of the internet that found my corner in that very place. Why have I not uploaded to YouTube for 6 months until the 30 days of YouTube challenge started? Let's talk about it. So as you guys know, or maybe don't know, I have been uploading on this channel for quite some time, but it has always kind of been this kind of awkward situation where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna upload like consistently now, and then I just don't. Or I do for like a small period of time, and then I go back to just not uploading at all for a real long time, and I'm just like, hey, I'm back again. And the cycle continues. Is the 30 days of YouTube challenge going to be something of the same nature? Maybe. I do not know. But today, we're here to talk about why the fuck that's happening and why I feel like this might be an issue that will keep going on for a while until I find something that works for me, I guess. So, or if you don't know, I appear quite a lot on different platforms. I originally started as just a Twitch streamer. I have been doing that the longest. Aside from right at the start, I never really found any difficulty keeping up a consistent streamer schedule or whatever the fuck. Even if I didn't necessarily have a schedule, I would rarely go 2 weeks or more without streaming ever since I started. And even 2 weeks would be an understatement. I think with some exceptions there, I consistently streamed since I started, which is crazy to think about, right? And then you also have TikTok, which is a page that I started consistently uploading on, like with an actual schedule in mind last year, actually 2 years ago. What the fuck? Time. I started uploading there at 2020, I'm pretty sure. Or was it 2021? I'm gonna check while I'm editing this video, because my phone is dead right now, so I cannot easily check. Anyway, I started consistently uploading either 1 or 2 years ago, almost 2 or 3 years ago. And I consistently uploaded every single day, most days 2 to 3 times a day for ever since I started, basically. YouTube, I have never seemed to be able to actually have a consistent schedule. And you might be like, well, Lola, if you just are telling us right now that you have been able to do that on different platforms with ease, why not on YouTube? And to be honest, that is a question that I gave myself so many times, because I was kind of, you know, putting myself down because I was like, why the fuck is this so hard for me? But in all honesty, I feel like I already kind of knew. I just didn't really want to accept it. It's a hard platform. It is a hard platform, and there is some personal like regrets in that as well, because I wanted to start my YouTube career far before I actually did. Far before I actually even started streaming. I started streaming on YouNow when I was like 11. I made my first YouTube video when I was around 9. I just never ended up uploading it, which in one way I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I was 9. That is a very young age to push yourself on YouTube. And the video that I watched back a couple of times since then is not really something that I'm like, yeah, I would have been famous on YouTube if I started back then. But in the other way, I you know, if I just actually like put my foot down back then and was like, this is something I'm gonna do, because that's something that I was very busy with at the time, as I'm pretty sure a lot of 9-year-olds around that time did. I think I would have at least got into some consistency in YouTube at this point. Which, like, I'm not saying that I think I would have been able to make a career out of it, but, you know, it would be somewhere like more near to my Twitch, where right now it is my Twitch within production quality and overall skill within streaming, because believe it or not, it actually takes some skill to do that or be good at it. YouTube is just down here, maybe not even on the screen. And obviously I have the nice camera and a nice microphone quality that I have because of Twitch that upgraded with when I make YouTube videos, obviously, but I never really got very comfortable with the camera in terms of making YouTube videos. I feel like I'm doing quite good right now. Like, I'm just kind of trying to imagine as if I'm streaming, you know, trying to be like, what would Lola do when she was live? Also, back in the day, it was far easier to grow on YouTube because there were just not that many people doing YouTube. Because the reality of it right now is that a lot of people start YouTube also because they kind of are like all the money. It was never about that when I started any of my social media stuff. Maybe TikTok a little bit, but before that I already posted on TikTok. So, you know, maybe I started my streaming TikTok page thing about gaming for, I mean, I did it for growth on Twitch. That's why I started my TikTok. And I was just trying to grow my Twitch, you know? Earning money and gaining shit from it was never really my intention or ever a main thought when I started all of this. If I was just like born a couple of years earlier or something, I was just a little bit older at that time, I'm 100% certain I would have started YouTube at that time. Because the reason I didn't upload those videos when I was 9 is because I was very conscious of the fact that I was very young and that I am not the normal uploader on YouTube, so people would probably not watch me. I'm like, fair enough. I was smart with that thought. That was, you know, that good Lola. Good job. Good job. If I would have been born a little bit earlier, I would have still wanted to do YouTube before the wave of people that started YouTube because of the money. Because right now, part of the reason people start is the financial gain that people think they're gonna get out of it. Even though me being in here for a couple of years now, fucking Jesus, a long time, I can guarantee that that's harder than you think. But that doesn't change the fact that there's a lot of people that are here just because of that weird thought of being one of those really rich YouTubers, and they have their place. Obviously, if they make good content, they make good content, but it is a thing of like, I just have some you know, personal grudge on that a little bit, because I'm like, well, I'm doing it because I have a passion for it. There's other people who are doing it for the money and they're growing faster, and that's fine. But at the same time, it kind of makes me be like, that fucking sucks, you know? Regardless, the passion is definitely there. It isn't just that grudge holding me back either. Let's go into the depth a little bit. I found that it's just so hard for me to make content that I'm happy of on YouTube, because there is content that I would watch, which is my main point of comparison when I upload anything. When I go live on Twitch, when I upload a TikTok, is this a TikTok that I would watch? If this a stream that I would watch? And I try to keep on that bar of quality, you know what I mean? I would hate to put out something that I would not watch myself. And it's not necessarily that I'm like, I have to be on that level. It's I have to be improving to reach to that level at some point. And I feel like on Twitch, I have gotten solid enough that I understand that people think my streams are worth to watch. You know, it's a stream that I would watch if I was not myself, because like it's kind of cocky to be like, yeah, I love sitting down and like watching my VODs. No, it's not like that. I think I put something solid down there, and I just don't have that with Twitch. The content that I watch is very different from the content that people will find me through. What I mean by that is I watch a lot of PewDiePie, I watch a lot of Jacksepticeye, I used to watch Jenna Marbles when she still uploaded. I love those type of videos, you know, like the kind of chill, whatever the fuck, I'm uploading what I want. That's what I like. Very much enjoy watching YouTube video like that, and that's basically almost all the YouTube content that I consume is YouTubers that I've watched for such a long time. I don't give a fuck what they upload. I will watch it because I like the YouTuber. The thing is, how the fuck are people gonna know that they like me if they have never seen a YouTube video of me? In that way, the only way that I would grow is through people coming from Twitch to my YouTube. But at the same time, I don't want to like do that, but it is what it is like now. It's not much original growth from Twitch, and I just realized my fucking camera is out of focus. Why do you do that? It is hard for me personally. It's like it's a personal ick to upload something that I personally would not watch, because that is going against my basic principle of how I go about judging the content that I post, right? Or the content that I give people. It is difficult for me to upload YouTube videos because what will make me grow is not what I like to watch. So I have a bad judgment of whether it's good enough, because it's just not content that I consume. So I don't really know how to make a video like that good or bad. So that's one of the things. And also because I still end up doing the whole thing of like, I want to post YouTube videos that I would watch myself. I am incredibly anal about how I edit shit, how I make my videos, which ends up having hours and hours and hours of fucking either recording YouTube videos and just not thinking they're good enough, or recording and editing them and then just be like, nah, that's not good enough, I don't want to upload that, right? Or just editing them to shit, not necessarily to shit, but to what I think is presentable, but that puts in so many hours of editing. Like, honestly, you would be fucking amazed if I don't know out of my head anymore because I don't keep track of it that much, but I would spend, like, for the what really goes down in the HH Discord server, I think of an 11-minute video, I spend like 10 to 11 hours of editing. I did that with the first couple of videos. Every single video I would try to make them perfect, and then they would just not get many views, to the point where most of my videos, and this is a normal thing for a lot of YouTubers, would not get as many views as I have followers. But it's to the point where I know that a lot of people that would watch the YouTube videos, if they would see it, didn't get the notification or didn't have YouTube push them out, to the point where people would be like, oh yeah, fucking you uploaded? And that sucks, knowing that just no one really watches. And even if you look at the fucking retention rate of it, a lot of the videos did not even get to what I would think is the good part because people just stopped watching. Probably something I do wrong in editing, and I am very, very conscious about that. It's not like I'm saying like, you guys should give it a chance. No, it's I should make you guys want to give it a chance. That is something, but also YouTube's not pushing it out to everyone. And, you know, just putting in hours and hours and hours of editing to feel like you're talking to a wall, essentially, you know, it just sucks. It's not something that makes you want to make another one. You know, you put so much time and effort into a video and you get so excited to show it to people for no one to really watch. That hurts. And moreover, that's something that I never really had to deal with Twitch and with TikTok, because on TikTok I just know how to make TikToks. I just know how to make people watch them. And there surely has been some TikToks that I put in a lot of effort and had bare minimum of views where I'm like, oh, that's fucking sucks. But it was never a thing of like again and again and again and again and again I put in a lot of effort and a lot of effort on top of another lot of effort or just not to be received well, you know. That's something that I never really had to deal with. So right now, especially since I already have a community, I have almost 2,000 people in my Discord server. I have how many? I have to check this. I have over 7,000 followers on Twitch, and I have a combined followership of like 60,000 almost on TikTok. Presenting and doing my best and trying to get better, and then just nothing is not something that I'm used to. Even within Twitch, like obviously in the first couple of years I had no one really watching me, but I didn't really mind because I did it for fun, and I do YouTube for fun, don't get me wrong, but I was never used to having X amount of people watching. So every time that viewer count or that viewer average would go up, or there would be a new person chatting in my chat, I would get excited because it would be the first time. You know what I mean? Like on Twitch, I already experience what it's like to have a community. The same goes for TikTok and the same goes for Discord. So it's really hard to just not feel like I have that on YouTube, even though I do on different platforms. I'm just like, where are you guys? Like, where did you guys go? It makes sense because a lot of people that watch YouTube don't watch Twitch, and vice versa. And a lot of people on TikTok don't really feel like sitting through a so many minute video because they're used to 10-second shit. It's different. And what a lot of people tell me is to just fucking be okay and be accepting of making videos that are just less effort and less perfect until you have or you grow with your audience. But on that, like, I personally, I'm not so sure if I would give my own YouTube channel a shot, you know? And that sucks. Having that fucking knowledge of like, I personally would not take the time out of my day to watch my shit. And it makes me hard to think that anybody would. People tell me like they will. I think it's hard to believe. So the question that comes next naturally is how the fuck are we gonna solve this? Because I do have a love for YouTube. That's the original platform that I wanted to start uploading in. It's the platform that I realized that entertainment and that stuff is something that I like to do, and it's also something that is a big reason as to why I started streaming, because a lot of YouTubers and streamers as well, but mainly YouTubers, got me through a really rough period of time. And I talked about this in the video of my origin story. I talk about why I started creating content, and that's mainly because of the help that I personally experienced from these people that didn't even fucking know I existed, from these YouTubers and some Twitch streamers and artists, like fucking musicians and shit. That's the reason that I fucking do this shit, and that's mainly thanks to YouTube. And I personally think it's sucky that I just haven't found my place on this platform that originally is the reason I started all this stuff. And I want to find my place here, and I want to be able to at least work towards being proud of the shit that I put down on YouTube. Because right now, if people ask me like, oh, do you also do YouTube then? Because, you know, you talk about being like an online creator, like Twitch, blah, blah. I also do TikTok, Instagram, blah, blah. They're all always, or at least 90% of the time, the next question is, do you also do YouTube then? I'm like, well, yeah, but we don't really talk about my YouTube. I want to be like, yes, I do YouTube. That's also something I do. You should watch it. It's fun. I want to be able to say that. And that's something that I've been wanting for so long, and I just kind of keep failing at it, where I'm now kind of just like, well, I might just have to fucking take it as it is. For example, step back from having a schedule, feeling like I have to upload, and if I don't upload, I fucking fail, because that's also what it's been like. It's been like I try to keep consistent, and then I miss a week or I miss 2 weeks, and I'm just like, well, what's the point of uploading now? Because YouTube likes you being consistent. Yeah, true, but posting every month, posting once a month, that's also consistency in a way. It's just not the way that I think of it, because that's not really the way that my point of reference does it. Like, you know, I want to try after the 30 days of YouTube to just kind of upload when I want to and make a video, because I'm just like, oh, let's make a YouTube video, and try to see if I can kind of lift the pressure that I feel to upload and be consistent and just upload what I want when I want. So there's this thing of like, you have to niche down if you want to grow as a beginning YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. You cannot do all these things at the same time, because how, first of all, is YouTube gonna know what you make, so where to push you to, and why would people subscribe to you because you're posting a little bit of everything? I want to let go of that restriction that I gave myself, or that the whole premise of like how to grow on YouTube and shit gives itself, because that's not working for me. It just isn't. And if it's not working, even though it is advised, then fucking just try something else, right? And I feel like one thing of improving it is to just kind of stop worrying so much and stop being so fucking anal of a human being within YouTube. I'm starting with YouTube. It's not like I've been doing this for years. It's not like I am as experienced as, for example, PewDiePie is. So why would I tell myself that I have to be on that same level of quality? That doesn't make sense. AKA, I am not going to be very strict on schedules, at least not for a little bit, but I'm gonna do my best to upload, and I'm gonna do my best to upload something that I think will at least get us closer to the point where the YouTube channel is solid. I don't even, you know, that's the thing. I don't even want to have this fucking channel be successful or whatever. I just want to be proud of it. And, you know, that's it. Thank you for watching today. Goodbye.